Hello. Hello. Is that where I was? I think so, yeah. So I actually had this game through like the PlayStation Plus catalog or whatever, and then it got removed from the catalog, so I had to go and buy it. Luckily, it was on sale. Yeah, it was the right spot. So, sorry. I noticed some NPCs over here that weren't there last time. So last time I like missed some opportunities in the dialogue and I had to do it over. So I've done like most of it over off screen, but not all. And I don't think I talked to those NPCs that were over here. I think they're asleep right now because it's nighttime. So we'll have to come back in a bit, I suppose. It's been a while since last time, hasn't it? I actually got a horse. So I've just come back from the stables. Oh, okay. I've not talked to the NPCs on this side. Oh, you don't say. I can upgrade equipment. Pretty sure you told me that already, game. Hi.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
Excuse you. Anybody ever confuse your head with an anvil?
Call me a hick one more time, and I'll be using your face as an anvil.
Let's all remain calm, shall we? Please forgive my error. With all this commotion and all the thankless tasks I find myself confronted with, I often find my attention to detail slips.
Apparently.
So, what can I do for you?
I need more info about Valvanor.
And you have decided that I have a sympathetic face.
No.
It's the story of my life. Talent worthy of a king's ransom, but surrounded by cretins who only seek that which is free.
I just told you it looked like an anvil. What about that says to you that I think it's sympathetic?
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
Bertolf. What a posh name.
It's not very often you see an elf blending in with other cultures. Are there many of you here in Valvanor?
To my knowledge, I was the only one. That is until Prince Arundel and his acolyte arrived? Does that pose a problem for you?
Not at all.
Well, it does for me. His Majesty the Prince
Okay.
of Imbeciles is going to bring us nothing but trouble.
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
Okay, but why doesn't the option disappear?
Do you know the woman who runs the healing house?
Oh, but of course. She's all one hears about lately. Everyone here will tell you that she's a courageous woman, fighting a noble battle. Everyone but me. The woman's insane. There are already far too many mouths to feed in this camp. Clearly, she's fully aware of this, yet she stubbornly insists on making things worse.
Sorry, test. Okay. Seems fine.
And the Red Scribes? Know anything about them?
No, certainly. A boring bunch of fusspots, spreading science and preaching the good word while never suspecting that anyone might see through their little game.
Our game? Well, pray tell, give us the details. Please, give us the benefit of your extensive knowledge.
I don't
Burn.
pretend to know about all their little plots. I spend very little time with them, and frankly, I couldn't possibly care less about them. But I am fully aware that pretty speeches serve no better purpose than manipulating minds. They're nothing more than noisy masks behind which hides a reality that is far uglier. The more the melody is sweet, the better it distracts you. And is there anything more disgustingly melodious than the discourse of a red scribe?
When it
No
comes
idea.
to disgusting discourse, you seem to be something of an expert.
Was this what I just said? What do you know about the Red Scribes?
And the Red Scribes? Know anything
Oh.
about them?
No.
No, certainly.
Oh wait,
Our
what?
game?
It was.
But the more the
When it comes...
Anyway,
Let's talk about something else.
what do you
Show
have
me
for
what you have
sale?
gold. So vulgar to work with. So wonderful to own.
All right. If you say so. First I thought that said Larry's gauntlets. I was like, who's Larry? Ooh, I got a lot of stuff. Wait. There's also listed what I don't have. Don't have tainted steel or tainted gemstone or tainted leather. Alright, good to know, I guess. But I do have tainted bones. Magically reinforced bones. How did I get that? And tainted blood. I don't have a helmet. I didn't even realize. Of course, that's why my face is so visible all the time. I guess that makes sense. Is it morning soon, or? Yeah, it looks like it's morning now. Oh yeah, there's that guy. Let's run away! Scary! Is there a button to sprint? It was not that one, that's for sure. Okay, what did I do there? Is it just an autosave, probably? Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh, okay. Holding X is sprint. Yeah, I can't see anything. They're still not here? Hello. Knock knock. It is morning time. Time to wake up, lazy pants. Really want to talk to them, but they probably have like nothing to say. Wonder where this door leads. Have we been here? I don't think we've been here. Or maybe I just don't remember it. That's also very possible. Oh. That's where the guy is. We were just here. So we didn't have to go all that way around, I guess. Good to know that I wasted time there. Can we get back here? I must get back there. Damn it. No. But I want to.
My goodness, let's see. You're not pissing blood, you're not
How do
vomiting
you
your
know
guts
that?
out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
Take it easy there, Doc. I'm with the Freeborn Blades. I'm not one of your refugees.
You could be Blackstorm himself for all I care. Now get out of my way, I have
Who?
things to do.
Alright then. Who the fuck is Black Storm?
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
Fucking mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. And I got no time for ores.
At least the whores work. If you've got enough money to get trashed while you're on watch, they pay you too much.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, ore blade.
Damn it! I can't do anything. Let me try that again. What was the last save? They're like ordered so fucking weirdly. It makes no sense. Wait, where's my save? Oh, there it is. Found it. Wait, let's just go talk to that bitch over there.
Yeah, who are you? One of the...
Fucking mercenary.
You know what I call...
We're all in the same boat. Mercenaries, refugees, useless guards. We're all fighting the Deadwalkers.
You mean until the Ice Lords make you a better offer, get lost, Oreblade? Stupid wreck.
Demon doesn't like him. Let's try that again. I want to see if we can do anything with him, or if it's all hopeless. Oh, damn. Invisible walls.
Yeah, who are you?
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them, you know? I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, Oreblade.
Alright. Well, one last load, because I liked the first one better.
My goodness, Anna,
Take it easy.
you could be black.
Okay, and now you?
Yeah, who are you?
Fucking...
You know what?
At least the whores work. If you've got enough money to get trashed while you're on watch, they pay you too much.
Go fuck yourself, Oreblade.
You go fuck yourself, bitch. Whee! Wah! She's so hard to control when she's sprinting. She just turns into a wild stallion or some shit. There are the people. Hello.
You could at least answer when I ask you a question. You could at least answer.
Ah, just another domestic, huh?
Hello? Hello?
Well, that was a big nothing burger. What about these people? Have I talked to them before? Ah, no, because I can't. Alrighty then. Back in we go. Ah! Oh god. Did I just see a loot under there? Surely not. What? It's water? Oh, I think it's up there, probably. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Former inn. Wasn't there, like, combat here before? Guess not. She's some strong woman. She's just like destroying, like absolutely destroying tree stumps with 1 foot. Just kicking them. Just a normal kick. And they fall to pieces. Oh wait, there's a building over here. You can enter. This one? The stocks. Okay, we go in there? Or is it just the same? Ooh, we got a lot of stuff there. Okay, this is just the same place, isn't it?
The
Yep.
swamp is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the dead walkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain.
Damn right.
Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived,
Yeah, I'm
we
not
had
stupid.
but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured. And the case of Prince Orendale was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story. Doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the watch have gone missing.
So clearly,
Something hidden
it's
in
real.
these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk
Yeah.
sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others, quite simply, do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough! You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of Vulcan?
But, by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, waving your limbs like fish taken from the water. Miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and
The
life,
body language.
and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings.
Doesn't match
and
at all.
lamentations.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not she who speaks.
All doth fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the world heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The World Heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth. Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
And why should they trust a demon?
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know. It's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there. Still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. It's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams. I think.
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity.
You think?
And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I've got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's you and your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
What do you mean that has nothing to do with it? It was literally the cause of it happening. What did he ask me again? The implications? All these answers are dumb. This one at least, like, takes it seriously in some way. Or, like, acknowledges that it is a thing.
If it happens again a couple of days from now, they'll all start spitting and throwing rocks at me. I guess I'll have to watch out.
What? That's not what I meant.
That is the least of your worries. Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill.
My character is such a dumbass.
There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the world heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
How did he
Hey,
know?
take it easy, one at a time, huh? I'm gonna go take a walk.
Okay. I thought that was a crisis since she was running. Where did we come from? We come from here? Probably. Oh. Nope, we did not come from there.
The Order of the Freeborn Blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name. The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The
Thank you,
knight would like
comrade.
to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
Oh, right. Can we just do it later? Cause you fucking decimated me.
It's not really the right moment. But if you want, we can talk about it later.
The knight heard talk of a troubling event that happened during the meeting between the mercenary and the steward.
Yeah.
Yep.
The short version is I have a demon living inside of me.
A demon? The knight has never heard of such a creature. Should he be worried?
Probably. Not yet, but hey, give it some time.
For now, it's just a voice in my head that doesn't seem to want to hurt me. But if I start spitting fire and attacking everybody, I'm counting on you to do what has to be done. Okay?
That's...
The knight
No,
is
don't
honored
say
by the
that!
trust
What the
placed in him.
fuck?
He will not betray it.
I did not mean to ask him for that. Jesus. I was trying to be funny and she's like, you have to kill me if I turn. Jesus Christ, Vulcan. Oh, he's a follower? Awesome. I love his accent.
I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Just a second. Alright, now that you have been made to wait, I will begin asking the questions.
You mentioned the Order of the Ember Knights. What is it?
It is the order that the knight belongs to. They are the surviving warriors and honored soldiers of other orders that were lost during this war.
Okay, so it's kind of the Order of the Orphan Knights?
This name does not sound well to his ears.
Right. So you haven't always been an Ember Knight?
No. He was first a defender of the Algander Islands. Then he was a Templar of the Order of Burgians, and then a Brother of the Rock, and then a Summer Tracker.
That's a lot.
So all of those orders have been lost? That must have been hard.
He has lost many valorous companions in battle, but his heart is heavy with scars.
Oh.
I bet. What is the creed of the Ember Knights?
The knight has long searched for the answer. Now he knows it. To seek a glorious death and carry as many enemies as possible away with him.
That's kind of depressing.
I think it's nice. That's what he wants to do. It's noble.
Well, if you follow me, we should be able to get the chance for you to have your beautiful death. Maybe...
He didn't say beautiful death though, did he?
The knight will wait for this moment.
Jesus Christ. Vulcan is not on the same wavelength with me.
You're not from around here. Where do you come from?
The knight was born in the Algander Islands. It is a proud and savage place where the struggle against the wind and vicious neighbors makes a man strong. The Ice Lords attacked the islands more than 15 years ago, long before the rest of Vertial knew that the world was now at war. The clans were always fighting, but they fought together as brothers when the islands were threatened. And as a defender of Algander, the knight had the honor to be one of the first to fight. And with his brothers for a long time, he repulsed the invader. Some of the clan chiefs wanted to make peace with the Ice Lords, but the Ice Lords betrayed them, and the clans were decimated. Their numbers were sorely missed during the following battles, and in a few short months, the war was almost lost. The knight was sent by the surviving clan chiefs to the mainland to find allies. But time is a cruel master. When he returned to his homeland, the islands were buried beneath the ice.
Oof.
So, how did you end up in the village of Valvanor?
When he saw that all his kin were slain, the knight was hungry for revenge, and sought out battles to bathe his pain in blood.
That's dark,
But
Randval.
in every battle, he lost more of his brothers in arms, and faced an enemy that only grew stronger. The orders were always hazardous, with betrayals common, and errors never-ending. Faced with these eternal difficulties and death, always more death, the knight lost his hope, and so he left the field of battle. He decided instead to take care of the war's victims, to protect them, even though he knew it could only last a short time.
That's much
It is a
healthier,
final
I think.
mission without any other hope, but to give comfort and relief to a few innocent souls.
Aw. Bless.
What do you think of the Red Scribes?
Their studies have made them blind. Only knowledge interests them. They show contempt for all else. Today they have the ear of the last surviving warriors. They do not deserve this honor, and their words are hollow.
How so?
So what did you abandon when you entered into the Order of the Ember Knights?
The knight has already said he does not wish to speak of this.
Oh, sorry. This one is like manipulative. This could be the last chance you get to talk about it. You might die soon. And this one is like aggressive. You want me to just trust you? And I don't want to not ask him again. Like, I want to ask him when he trusts me more or something. I guess I'll pick the aggressive one.
And you want me just to trust you? You realize this raises more questions than answers.
I already regret this.
What are the terrible things that you've done that you can't even talk about?
These insinuations have the flavor of insult.
Yeah, they do.
Listen.
I'm sorry,
We're
man.
all gonna die in the next few hours.
Oh my god.
You're talking to a mercenary who's seen just about everything.
Very well.
Jesus.
Know then that the knight once had a family.
I suppose they must be dead. I'm sorry for your loss.
It was long ago. 15 years have passed since his wife and his 2 daughters were taken from him.
The Deadwalker army?
Yes. They were among the first victims when the Ice Lords attacked the Algander Islands. They were thought to be safe with the other women, far behind the front lines. But the Deadwalkers broke through our lines and stole away the innocents. The knight searched the enemy lines for days. But when he found them,
no.
he had to fight what the sorcerers had created from his wife and his children. The dread creature, multiple and monstrous.
Oh god.
This was the most difficult fight of all his life.
Poor man.
Let's change
I'm
the
so
subject.
sorry, dude. And also that I accidentally, like, manipulated you to say that to me. Jesus, man.
I'll leave you.
Hug. This is me hugging him. Hello, do you have anything behind the bar that I can steal? You do? Okay. Awesome, thank you. Can I talk to you, like, over this? Yes. Oh, this is where we came from? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Ugh, I gotta delete some saves, I guess. Or just overwrite them. Okay, hello. Can we talk to you?
Miss Vulcan, what brings you here?
I've got a few questions I'd like to ask about this village.
I imagine there are few who are better placed than myself to answer them.
I bet.
How come it's you that's running the show here?
What a question. Because, my friend, someone has to. You imagine I'm doing this for my amusement, perhaps? Doubtless you wish it was someone else. The chief of the watch has trouble organizing 3 peasants. Our dear apothecary is evidently keen to give succor to any and every poor soul who wanders into the healing house. And regardless of your reputation, the people of this village would never trust outsiders such as yourself, or even the Red Scribes. So yes, it is indeed I who command here. The one-time steward of the hunting lodge of Valvanor, now leader of this show.
Well, hell, I'm glad we got that cleared up. What can you tell me about the people of Valvanor?
Before the war, there were just a few families here. Hunters and craftsmen, mostly. These days, they survive as best they can, husbanding their animals and digging up the puny vegetables they've managed to grow. Few dare to venture outside the walls. These woods are fruitful, but more perilous than ever before, and most of these folk know nothing of arms.
Dude, farming is
But
really
you've got your
important.
guards.
They
What would you
hardly
eat if not
qualify
for
as an
farmers,
armed
okay?
militia. Of the few that remain, most are sturdy farmers whom we have entrusted with some kind of weapon. Most of the real fighters left the village as soon as war broke out. The others died while out on patrol. The only one left here with any real experience is Mason, the head of the guard.
Really?
Sadly,
Jesus.
the man is a walking beer keg.
Yeah.
Who could not give a dog's fart for what his men are about.
How the hell did you guys survive then?
Who are all those refugees that you're keeping outside the walls?
The war with the Ice Lords has driven many from their homes and villages. Alas, it would seem that some of them found their way here. I have tried to accommodate as many as we can, and provide as much comfort as possible, but I fear we can do little more. We are reaching the end of our reserves, and relations between the refugees and the villagers are becoming strained.
The refugees can't all be dead weight. Some of them have got to be useful.
Oh, if only. Believe me, I would be the first to welcome them. These peasants have been fleeing from town to town and from camp to camp for months. The best and strongest of them perished in battles, somewhere along the way. I must deal with the leftovers. I put the biggest of them in the watch, but they are of little use.
The healing house. It's a pretty good thing for your village, huh?
If you say so. As time has gone by, the healing house has drawn refugees to the swamps in ever greater numbers, and dissuaded some malingerers from returning to their families. When it opened its doors a year ago, the sense of relief was palpable. It was run by a couple, an elf doctor and his apothecary wife, who clearly were no strangers to the healing arts. Thanks to them, we were spared many plagues. But as the war dragged on, the endless tide of refugees continued to flow through our gates until we could harbor no more. 6 months ago, our worst nightmares were fulfilled. Our elf doctor fell ill and died. Since then, Mirana has soldiered on without rest, alone. I do not know how much longer she can keep going. The refugees just keep on coming. And I fear that poor woman is beginning to crumble under the strain. It's not surprising.
I agree.
I need a blacksmith. Do you have one here?
With none more qualified, I asked Asiel to take over the village forge. I suppose I should warn you, he's quite a tricky character. He has a huge ego and is stubborn as an ox. Before the war,
Yeah,
he was a
we
sort
met.
of artist. He crafted jewelry and sculptures from metal. Despite running the forge, one could hardly call him a blacksmith. But he's the only one here who had even the vaguest notion of how to repair a shovel or straighten a blade.
The captain wants me to help your village. You got a job I can do?
With our shortages of food and fighting men, our worn-out equipment and the growing lines at the healing house, I cannot deny our village is sorely in need of help.
I noticed.
Sadly, I fear that these are not the sort of problems you are used to dealing with, unless I'm much mistaken.
Maybe I'll surprise you. So what's the problem with the healing house?
Quite simply, Mirana cannot keep up. She spends every waking minute giving out supplies to the refugees and refuses to admit that she cannot help everyone. She thinks she's fooling me. I have heard rumors that her food stock is running low. Unsurprisingly, the crowds outside are becoming restless. I believe they wish to continue handing out our food reserves as though they were unlimited. This is not the case, and thus, it is not an option.
So, You want someone to put her down?
Why, I never suggested any such thing. I
What?
just wish she would see reason, for all our sakes. But I
Wait,
have
what?
asked nothing of you. I was merely answering your question.
You want me to assassinate the healer? Or did I miss something here?
Your sentries. How can I put this? At first I thought they were disobeying orders. Now I think maybe they don't even understand them. If you're stupid and incompetent, you should be digging turnips, not taking care of security.
You're beginning to worry me. Is it really that bad?
Again with the
Are
farmer
you kidding
hate.
me? The state of their weapons is enough to make you cry. Maybe they'd be good for splitting logs.
Personally, I'm not capable of judging the aptitude of our sentries, but their poor results
What?
speak for themselves. Doubtless, you should share your observations with Mason, the chief of the watch. I should warn you, however,
Mason is a joke.
that he is of a somewhat stubborn nature.
Wouldn't be the first I've seen.
Mason is part of the problem, dude.
I need the reports about this beast that attacked the villagers.
I fear I am unable to be of help. I'm still not entirely
You know nothing.
convinced that it even exists. All I know is that several villagers have vanished. One villager is at present in the doctor's care, following a supposed encounter with the said beast. These swamps are crawling with dangers. There is nothing to suggest anything out of the ordinary. The refugees are always inventing horror stories in an attempt to force us to open our gates and let them inside.
It might be worth checking out. You said you lost one of your patrols, right?
That is so. You should speak with Ranval. He was most anxious to go out and hunt the beast down, but we needed him here. Now that we have more able bodies to guard our gates, I imagine he would be keen to pick up the scent once more.
Is there more to
I need the
this?
reports about this.
I fear I am all I know is these swamps are... The refugees are always inventing horror.
It might be worth checking.
That is so. Now that we have...
Okay, anyway.
We'll talk again later.
So that's probably Ranval's, like, personal quest? I guess? But then I would need to leave Sybil. But I don't want to leave Sybil. Ooh. Lots of loot. What's happening here? Is that one of ours? Wait, who is that? Sylvan. Who's Sylvan?
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I don't know, who are you? Oh, you're a merchant.
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Do you have any idea about what's happening to me?
I'm afraid I may not be able to help you. Your condition is more due to magic than medicine. Your symptoms
You don't
remind
say.
me of certain mental illnesses, where the subject has the impression he hears voices in his head.
Yeah.
And do these nutcases throw fire and have eyes burning from within too?
You'd be surprised at what they can do. But obviously you're not like them. That being the case, if you study them, you might find some answers. In particular,
Interesting
I'm thinking
idea.
of the fact that most of these poor madmen end up giving free rein to the darkest side of their personalities. Make sure that doesn't happen to you.
I won't make any promises.
Who's the big snoring elf?
Show some respect, please. That's Prince Arundel.
Oh.
And?
He's the son of the Elven King, leader of the last army standing against the Deadwalkers.
Yeah, okay. But he doesn't exactly look like he's ready to stand against anything right now. What's wrong with him? What's his problem?
From what I've been told, Relmar brought him here before we arrived. The prince and his men fell in an ambush. Without your friend, he wouldn't have made it out.
My friend?
Unfortunately, he was severely wounded and has probably been the victim of powerful magic. I'm trying to find a cure, but without much success for the moment.
Dude, Relmar is not my friend. He's a son of a bitch.
Can I have a look at your stock?
You don't have very much, do you? You can buy a lot. Okay. Hey Relmar, you son of a bitch.
Vulcan, you must help me. The prince is dying.
Well, I'm happy to see that my talents as a doctor are finally being recognized.
There's no doubt an explosion would cure him of all his ills forever. But I was actually thinking about your connections with the Red Scribes. If you could speak to them, it would save me having the prince's death on my conscience.
They're right in the other room.
I wouldn't exactly call myself a friend of theirs, but yeah, I can always give it a try. I have a few questions I need to ask you. Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
I get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
I've heard that you're immortal?
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though. Much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor, apparently. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the orders?
The word orders may not be the best one. We do not submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us orders. But to answer your question, it is his father, the king, who is the leader of our people.
Who is the elf in the healing house? Is he really your prince?
He is Prince Arundel, the
But
son
he's
of
right
our king
here.
and heir to the Elven crown. Therefore, yes, he is our king.
How the hell did he end up here?
Prince Arundel led a detachment of the Elven army sent to harass the Deadwalkers. And when he reached Bastion, he fell into an ambush. I got wind of this trap, but by the time I arrived, it was too late. When I caught up to the prince, he was already wounded, and most of his soldiers were dead. Those who survived covered our retreat.
To here?
Yes. The route to Carolthas was too dangerous. I knew about this village and felt that it would be secure for at least a little while. As soon as he gets better, we shall leave for Carolthas. The remainder of the human and elven armies are gathering there. That is where the final stage of the war will be played out.
You seem different from the other elves I've met. Where are you from?
Really? I seem different. And yet I have such pointy ears. And if you really want to know, I actually come from one of the most ancient and noble houses that exists. I'm even linked to the royal family. But I can assure you that I am sufficiently far down the line of succession to be in no danger of being crowned. And my reputation is no help either.
I can imagine.
Hey, as far as bad reputations go, every mercenary's got one, so we're used to it.
Let's just say that I got into enough trouble to eventually be considered a traitor to my people. When I got involved in the war, I disagreed with decisions made by the king. He thought that this war, like so many others, would not last. That the conquests won by the Ice Lords would melt away like all the human victories before them had. But I thought differently. Right from the start of hostilities, I began to requisition certain resources I felt necessary for those doing the fighting. More food, more weapons, better armor. When my people discovered what I'd done, I was declared an outlaw, and many saw me as a thief. Which, in a manner of speaking, I guess I was.
Oh, that's how you got it. Sure.
What a bunch of cowards. If they had listened to you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I've been telling myself that for years. But I do understand their point of view. It is flawed, but not entirely thoughtless.
Yeah.
They have had some time to prepare their forces and to learn the strengths and weaknesses of the Deadwalker army. This knowledge might allow us to turn the tide of the war, even if it does seem too little too late at this point.
Do you know these swamps?
I've been in this area long enough to have explored a fair amount of it, actually. The region is rather inhospitable, which I suppose is a good thing under the present circumstances.
A good thing? You're out of your mind.
These swamps are a labyrinth. The Deadwalker scouts will never be autonomous enough to find their way to the village by themselves.
That means we should be fairly safe for the moment. At least until a general or an Ice Lord comes to town.
Except that recently, there has been a change in these swamplands. And I must admit that I no longer feel safe at all.
What do you mean?
Something is affecting the swamplands, corrupting the vegetation and the animals. And I have no idea what it is. But anything that grows or lives here could become a threat. So I strongly recommend that you watch where you put your feet.
Let's change the subject. So, is the prince doing any better?
Since 1 second ago.
Coma. He doesn't seem much better, no.
I'm going to speak with the Red Scribe's doctor. He might know of a cure.
Thank you.
I'll leave you here.
Oh, he's right there. You could have just turned your head and been like, hey, dude. Can you help me?
Do you have any idea how to wake the elf prince up?
Unfortunately, I don't. I think I've tried just about every remedy I know, but nothing works.
You said just about. I'm guessing that's not by chance.
It's true. There's one formula I haven't tried yet. An extremely powerful solution that requires a certain ingredient to make. An ingredient I don't have.
What is it?
A very virulent poison secreted by the chrysalid queen.
Ooh.
But be careful you don't mix them up with the ones you usually see. I wanted to go looking for them myself, but the villagers stopped me. They say they're really dangerous.
Yeah, that's a good call.
It seems they can be found along the road we took to get here. And apparently, they only come out at night.
I'll get you some.
Hell yeah.
I gotta go.
You can change the time? Oh yeah, I saw you can sleep in a tent. Cool. Oh, you can sleep in a bed too. But only that bed, not this bed. This bed is shit. This bed is amazing. According to the game. These beds, they also suck. Yeah, no can do.
Mercenary,
Yes.
Tell me more about your order.
Before the war, our main objective in Creed was to collect and save all kinds of knowledge. We had a presence everywhere on the continent, and had chapters in every major city. We studied and preserved all possible sources of knowledge there. We also dispensed information and care. Because even though we're not the greatest magicians, our knowledge let us come to the aid of the wounded and the sick. I could of course relate our history in detail for hours and hours, but I doubt that is really what interests you.
Yeah, probably not.
With all the knowledge accumulated by your scribes, you must have learned a few things about the Ice Lords, right?
We do indeed know some of their secrets, and a good part of their history.
Anything we could use to fight them?
We thought we'd found a chink in their powers that our ritual was supposed to let us exploit. But you saw the result.
That's one way of putting it.
That said, I'm beginning to wonder if we haven't involuntarily brought about the conditions for their end.
I don't get you.
What you have within you could well turn out to be their doom. Even if I don't have the faintest idea of how or why. And unfortunately, as long as we don't know more about it, we also have to fear that it might lead to our doom, too.
Yeah. True.
Can I do something for you?
No, thank you. I don't need anything for the moment.
Great.
According to the villagers, there's a beast haunting the swamp, and it's attacked them several times.
I have heard about it, yes. And although I don't have any concrete information about the creature, there are some things that corroborate what they say.
Oh, really?
Even though we aren't very good at magic, we still feel it. And since we came to the swamp, we have all felt a powerful source nearby.
Oh.
The problem is that the source seems distorted, corrupted. Kind of like the one the Ice Lords use. Only not the same.
Interesting.
I hope for your sake that you're right about that. Otherwise, we're really up shit creek.
We are very certain of it. But this magic could very well have transformed one or more creatures in the swamp, making them more aggressive, bigger. Who knows? Something to frighten the villagers, in any case.
So, you're telling me the thing is magic and corrupted. That's great. Just what I needed. I need your help.
Okay. With nothing, never mind. I'm just socially awkward. I'm sorry. Run away.
It's frustrating. I feel completely useless here.
Okay, the bald.
It's frustrating. I feel completely useless here.
Is it because you're bald?
I am busy, mercenary. Go do what you're getting paid for.
Alright, alright. I went the wrong way. Hey, you.
The mercenary salutes you, knight.
Oh, I'm like adopting some of his speech patterns.
I have a few questions I need to ask you. Let's change
Damn
the
it.
subject.
I wanted to ask him about the fucking
I'll leave you.
beast or something. Why can I not? Where's my elf? Hello? Are you coming? Sybil! There you are. Hello. What you doing? What you doing? She not following me anymore? Sybil! Dude.
Sybil,
you okay?
can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Wonder if there's new ones. Oh, there's no new ones. We can ask her about the creatures.
So then, any result from the study of all these creatures of the swamps?
Well, I'd really like to meet some of these creatures who live here. But for now...
Okay, nothing new. Why are you just standing there, Sybil? You know, maybe we should bring Randval with us for a while. Actually, BRB. Back.
The mercenary salutes you, knight.
Did I save just now?
I'll leave you.
I just said hello just to say goodbye. Let me just check if I just saved. I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, let's try the duel then.
The mercenary salutes you, knight.
I have no idea how to beat him, but...
You want to fight? Okay, let's do it.
You want to
clash
fight?
of steel ring out beneath the infinite sky.
Wait for me here, Sybil. I won't be long.
He's probably just gonna kill me again, like, a few times. Maybe I have to level up before I can beat him. Or maybe I just suck.
It hopes that his adversary will not hold back her blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
Except I will, because I forgot the buttons. Ah! Okay. Yep. I hit the air. And ran away. And it was a great time. Okay, and I missed also. Okay. Oh, that was okay. All right. Okay. Gotta target him first. Ah! Oh, this is the battle I was thinking about. Jesus. Can't even fucking target him. Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna give up for now. I think it would have been a good strategy to, like, knock him down with the crossbow, maybe. But, if I can't even lock on, and I'm weak, and he's strong, and I don't want to spend, like, 50 tries on that right now. Anyway, come with me, though.
The mercenary salutes you, knight. Randval, I need you. Come with me.
The knight is proud to be
Oh.
of service.
That sounded romantic. You following me now? Yay! Alright. Can we go out? Not that way. This way. Can I talk to you now? About the
The
beast?
mercenary salutes you, knight. I have a few questions I need to ask you. Let's
Nope.
change the subject.
Alrighty then. So, okay. No, no. Oh, okay. Oh, we have 2 skill points. And 3 feet points. Why is our magic points not full? Like, I know we just used spells, but then we loaded the game, so... Okay, so the main quest right now is the beast. And now apparently we know it's a werebeast. On safari with Sybil. Okay, we need to speak to Mirana and Mason and fight some things at night. Okie dokie. Let's talk to Mirana first, because Mason is a son of a bitch. Oh, you can combine ingredients to make them higher quality. Nice. You coming? Yeah, he's coming. Not like that, okay? Huh. Impressive. That person is floating. How are you doing that? You just save again.
Haven't you anything better to do than bother me?
Hang on a sec. The steward himself sent me here to give you a hand.
Wonderful. I've been after him for months to get me some help, and he sends me an armed ape. You
Hey.
practice medicine, I presume?
Watch yourself.
Your tools seem rather barbaric.
For someone with so much to do, you sure do talk a lot. So let's get this figured out, because I've got some shit to do too. Either you need help, and you want me to handle it, or you don't, and you deal with it yourself.
Well then, I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
In fact, there is something that you could doubtless do for me. I'm worried about my assistant Heyman. I haven't seen him for a while now, and I fear he might have gone into the swamps to look for the plants I need.
Oh no.
We're forced to venture further and further in to find the plants we need. With all that's been going on lately, I forbade him from going back out alone, but the boy is nothing if not stubborn.
Ah, stubborn? Yeah, I hate people like that.
You are a people like that,
Please find
dumbass.
him. He's a good boy. He's done nothing but help others since he arrived. Without him, the House of Healing would be a house of death.
If I'm gonna go slogging through the swamps anyway, might as well take a look around and try to bring back the plants you need too, right?
Yeah.
Got any
was
drawings or
thinking that.
descriptions?
Yes, that's a good idea. I would be grateful to you. But above all, try to bring back my assistant Heyman in one piece. He is your priority. For the rest, basically, I need food, medicinal herbs, and of course, I wouldn't say no to a few pre-prepared potions. All of our stock seems to disappear so quickly. I'll give you the parchment that I made for Haymon to help you recognize the specimens I need. He knows them by heart now, after so many trips.
Right. Plants, potions, chow, and one assistant. If I come across some elven tea, would you like a cup of that too?
That would be lovely.
That was unnecessary. She's just like, that would be lovely. Oh. Oh, she's a merchant?
I'd like to see what you have to sell.
She's like, oh, not you two. Why do you sell so much tainted stuff, huh? Oh, it just means it's magically reinforced? Okay. I thought it meant like it's like corrupted or something.
Vulcan, unless I miss my guess. What brings you here?
Actually, it's Sylvan, but everyone keeps calling me Vulcan, so I guess yes.
Let's talk about your healing house. I found you a few health potions.
Wait, no I didn't. What?
Looks like I'm a little short.
God damn it.
I'm still looking for your assistant.
Here? I seriously doubt that he's... Please, I know that it's dangerous, but you'll have much better luck looking for him in the swamplands. Come back and see me when you've any news.
God, she keeps like saying stuff that I'm not telling her to say.
Let's talk about your
Like,
healing.
about your food reserves and your stock of cures, and she's just like, here, have my heals. Such a dumbass.
I'd like some information about the village and its inhabitants. So, what do you think of the steward?
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Too late if you ask me.
If I were you, I'd be wary of him. He is not as honorable as he would have you believe. Know that before the war, he was just a lackey, bowing and scraping before all the people of power that passed by. Due to a superior's mistake, he thinks he's in charge now. He's a latecomer, nothing but an opportunist, ready to do anything to keep his little piece of power. I've had the misfortune of experiencing his sense of priorities. When he no longer has a use for you, he lets you know you're not welcome.
Oof. Dude, I don't know enough to say any of this. What do you think? Whatever your name is? Nothing? Okay. Dude, I don't know. He's probably okay.
Situation isn't easy. He seems to be doing all right.
At what price? By herding refugees like animals? By not giving them even the minimum to survive? By eliminating those who oppose him?
Who oppose him?
I didn't found the House of Healing alone. It was with my husband, Ron. He was not a great warrior, nor a renowned strategist. His only gift was for healing. He was my teacher before becoming my husband.
Okay.
The steward welcomed us with open arms. We took care of his men, his villagers. Then the refugees started arriving in greater numbers. Too many for Chambriad, who ended up closing the gates and pretending that these people simply didn't exist. Ron was furious. He tried to make him understand that he would heal everyone, no matter what. And if the self-proclaimed leader of the village wasn't capable of taking care of anyone other than himself, that he would do it. A few days later, I came back from the swamps to discover Ron in agony in the healing house.
What?
He had been poisoned.
You think this was the work of the steward?
Who else would
Holy
have reason
shit,
to
dude.
kill him? Everyone
Didn't
loved
see that
him
one coming.
and counted on him. Chambriad thought that without him, the healing house would close, and that the number of refugees would diminish naturally. Unfortunately for him, I will continue my husband's good work even unto my dying breath. He gave me an even greater reason to keep going.
This healing house is a waste of time and resources. These people are but dead weight.
Shut up, demon.
Who are these refugees you're helping?
They are the outcasts of the war. Those who didn't have the privilege of dying in combat, or who lack knowledge of the arts of the forge. No one wants them. If I don't help them, nobody will.
You're doing the right thing. Taking care of them is good for everybody's morale. The ones who do the fighting want to know they aren't doing it for nothing, and that their people won't be abandoned while they're gone.
That is far from the only reason. But I'm very happy to hear you say it.
Sure. I mean, there was no other dialogue option. That was positive.
What did you do before the war?
Before the war? Please don't tell me you're naive enough to believe that this war only started 10 years ago.
That's what everybody says.
I come from Shorelin, a faraway land in the north that the Ice Lords probably wiped off the map some time ago. Because no one is left to write the history books, other than a fanatical cult more interested in arcane magic than in human science or medicine. The fact remains that the war is far more ancient than that. For as long as I can remember, I have always known war. I was only just learning to walk when Marshal Winters invaded my homeland.
I've heard of this Ice Lord. Winters the Bloodthirsty.
I wandered along the main roads for years, always heading further south, staying just ahead of the advancing Deadwalkers. First with my sister, and a family of neighbors. Then just with my sister. Then all alone. Until the day I met the man who would become my husband. A remarkable elf, who taught me how to heal, and how to love, and help those near me. But after years of fleeing, and ending up here in this isolated village so in need of healers, we decided to put down roots. Roan died 8 months ago, leaving me alone and in charge of the House of Healing that we had built together.
I'd like some information. Have you heard any rumors about a beast wandering around in the marshes?
They are not rumors. There is something in these marshes, and I have a patient in a coma that confirms it.
The prince?
Something? What does that mean? Where can I find it?
I don't know exactly what it is. The wounds don't resemble anything seen around here before. What you seek is large, powerful, and obviously has enormous claws at its disposal. The wounded man was found west of the swamps, crawling towards the village.
Oh, so not the prince
If you really
then.
wish to fall upon that beast, that would be a good place to start. But bear in mind the possibility that it may be the beast which falls upon you.
Yep, probably.
I'll take my leave. See you later.
So, we look at the map? Or, yeah, okay. So, to the west, you say? I guess it's on the lower map then. I have to talk to Mason again. Hate that guy. Actually, let's just go to the lower map and just see like if there's an exit to the west. No, there's just this one, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the south one. I guess you take the south one and then you go west. Anyway. Let's talk to that little fecker. And probably head out. Or switch game. Possibly. Because I'm considering switching to Minecraft.
Do I have to spill it out? Or should I just put my boot in your arse? Clear off!
Would you just shut your stupid mouth for 2 seconds, please? The steward sent me here to help you.
Oh, that's all I need. Don't he think I got enough on my plate? Now he sends me some ore blade from God's nowhere. Hey, as long as it ain't Leah's paying for you, hey? You want to help? Knock yourself out. I warn you, there's plenty to do.
Get to the point before I set a torch to your breath.
All right, take it easy. No need to get nasty, eh?
You're the one getting
You wanna
nasty,
help? Yes
bitch.
or no?
Keep talking.
Well, for a start, you could try and find one of my patrols that's gone missing. At first, I thought maybe one of those half-wits was sleeping it off under a tree somewhere. But it's been a while now. Maybe something bad happened to him in the swamp.
I guess I could go back and check.
I guess.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. After that, well, I suppose a pro like you, I guess it would be useful helping out the sentries. It won't be luxury. I don't know if you've seen what we're supposed to fight with, but wow, if you can have a word with your quartermaster to see what he can do for my lads, you have my blessing.
Sure.
The benediction of a drunk. Better and better.
It's what all those fucking mercenaries dream of. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Right. We may be living in the arsehole of Virgil, but being armed like a bunch of tramps we can do without. And while you're at it, when you've been to the forge, you'll probably feel like letting off steam a bit. Why don't you go and take it out on my lads?
What do you mean?
Kick their arses so they can't sit down and get drunk instead of patrolling. And show them a couple of tricks while you're at it. A bit of training. Couldn't do no harm.
It's a good point, actually. Good job, Mason's drunk brain.
I'll train your men later, when I can come up with a program that's adapted to their abilities.
Whatever you like. Don't hang around too long, though, or the creatures in the swamp will take care of them before you get a chance.
Really? I wonder if that's true, like if that's actually like a time sensitive objective.
About those sentry guards.
I feel like this dialogue choice would like teleport me to do that right now. Because otherwise, why would I need to tell him? Why would I not just like go to some sentries and start doing it?
So, where exactly did your patrol disappear?
Somewhere out in the swamp, to stop the chrysalids from regrouping too close to the village. But I specifically ordered them not to go too far.
I'll handle it. I'll go find him. Is there some place in the village where I can get your men's equipment repaired without it costing me an arm and a leg?
Only one I know of is that ass blacksmith's forge. Just talking to him usually costs me an arm, 2 legs, and both me bollocks.
Thanks for the tip. A barfly like you probably knows a lot about the people here, I'm guessing, huh?
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Was that a tip or was that a comment on how I'm talking to you? Because I was not trying to compliment you right now or flatter you.
You look like you can probably handle a sword. How come you didn't get recruited?
Oh, just unlucky, I suppose. Last time an
Doubt that.
recruiter come through, I was stuck in the crapper. Worst dose of the shits I ever had.
Forget I even asked.
So, I never got to the front. I can't tell you how much I regret that.
Wait, what did he
You
say?
look like you can probably handle a sword. How come you didn't get recruited?
Oh, just unlucky, I suppose. Last time an Alliance recruiter come through.
Oh,
so
literally?
I never got it.
I thought he was like dodging the question.
What's your opinion of the steward?
My opinion? Tell the truth, I never liked how he talks. Like an elf reject. But he does what he can. And honestly, he manages better than I do. Him and me, we ain't always seen eye to eye. For example, if it had been up to me, I'd have driven them refugees back into the swamps. And fuck what that bleeding art apothecary says.
How's it going with the refugees?
I'm not a monster. I got nothing against sheltering a few brave souls. Most of my lads are blokes who are here to protect their families. But enough is enough. I just can't protect everybody. You can't squeeze a whole city into a fucking life raft.
How well do you know Randval?
Who's standing right beside
not
me?
Enough to trust him with his airs and all. The night with this and the night with that. Having said that, he has saved us from a few accidents in the village. He's a damn good fighter, and he don't ask questions. Balls of steel, that one. Sometimes I think he must have a death wish or something. If that's so, he ain't taking the easy way out. But then, who gives a toss? When he turned up a few weeks ago, it certainly took some of the pressure off. But he acts like his shit don't stink. Obviously, me and the lads aren't good enough for the likes of him.
You know he's standing right there, right? But okay.
A lot of villagers have been complaining about a wild beast in the area. Do you know anything?
Who knows if it's just one animal? The swamp's always been a bit dangerous. But since you want to know, one of my lads on the west gate...
His facial animations, dude.
Saw something. And a patrol found another one tore up pretty bad. He's still in the healing house. Considering the bunch of cowards we got hiding in the village, if I was you, I wouldn't pay much mind to what they says. Or at least, don't go wasting your time until you got real proof.
I highly disagree.
I'm going.
Find a smith. We've already found a smith. I guess we'll find a smith then. Oh, is that how you track them? Just whatever you highlighted last? No. I do not understand. Can you not track them? Alrighty then.
So, you have returned. What is your desire?
The steward said there was a beast attacking the villagers.
This is what one hears, yes. Something is wandering through the swamps, devouring the reckless. The saddest part is that it's often the guards who end up lost, along with their equipment. Meanwhile, we are overrun with refugees who serve no useful purpose at all.
That is too bad.
I need more info.
And you have decided that...
Let's talk about... You got any of that famous elven bread that can feed a family for 6 months?
You insane? Do I look like a baker? It's always the same, isn't it? Just
I don't know,
because
is
you
it?
have pointy ears, everyone assumes you schlep around with an enormous bag stuffed full of your land's most famous culinary delights. I'm afraid I don't. And let me fill you in on a closely guarded secret among the elven people. Our bread is disgusting. Better that you eat sand, which would stay down easier, as well as tasting better.
Sure, but it's practical though.
Get that forge cooking. You've got work to do. I don't want to see so much as a dent in the guard's armor. And we need some weapons with edges that will actually cut something.
I don't even have enough materials to forge a single sword worthy of the name. Sorry, but if
I'll
what
get
you want
materials
were
for
possible,
you.
it would have been done long ago. What's more, I'm not really a blacksmith. If you want an assembly line of weapons, I wouldn't count too much on me.
So, what is it you need?
Everything you can possibly bring me. Metal, leather, coal, preferably
Sure.
in large quantities. A dozen or so pieces of each would make a start, I suppose.
Oh, you
I'll
supposed
take
to.
a look around and see what I can find. I'll be back.
That's an excellent
I'll
idea.
be back. Guess I have all of that already. Okay, raw metal, leather, and refined metal. I can spare everything but refined metal. I will only have 2 left. Don't really like that. Oh, and the healing... 5 healing potions I need also. I only have 5. Maybe I could craft some. Oh! I have this now. Very nice. That was loud. Greaves. I love that word. Okay, so our helmet is mercenary, our boots are elven, gloves mercenary, armor mercenary. Does it have a ball? It has a ball. Why? I like just normal swords. And great swords. Wait, are these the same type? Ah, but this one's slower. We'll stick with the fate then, I guess. I want to look at the helmet. Give me light. No, can't have light. So I guess it's nighttime now? Um... Oh yeah, train the greenhorn. We should probably do that before heading out. If we can. If they don't also just smack me down like this guy does, Randval.
Look at this. My favorite fucking troublemaker.
Thank you very much.
About those sentry guards.
I'ma train them now.
Your men can't afford to keep their thumbs in their asses. It's time to teach them how to use those weapons.
Knock yourself out, Payblade. I'll go and shake him awake.
I guess that's better than Whoreblade. Okay. Ow! Am I being shot right now? Yeah, I sure am. Ouch. Can I dodge or something? Okay. Right. That's not what I meant to do. Like I said, I've forgotten the buttons for combat, especially. How do I block? Not like that. No, not like that either. Help! Help! I know I can block. Ah! Nope. Okay, it's R2. A really weird button. Okay, hey! Come back here, you little bitch. Okay. Ow. This is a weird fight. The archer just kicked me. Oh, I love that. archers could kick. Dude, they're gonna kill me again. Okay. Yeah. And these are the greenhorns, you said? Interesting. They seem to be doing better than me anyway. Ow. Owie. All right. Maybe if I just like concentrate on the archers. Ow. Hello. 3 against 1 is not very fair, okay? Okay, alright. Yo. Bruh. How am I supposed to do this? Some training this is. Alright, we'll do that later then, also. And where's my save now? Okay. Let's go out. This was the wrong way, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. Hey, Buffalo.
Oh there, Powder Woman. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
Indeed.
I have a few questions for you.
No, I don't.
See you later.
Back to social awkwardness. What was that? Oh. It was just a shadow.
My respects, General, sir.
I'm not a... Greetings, soldier. I want you to give... Let's change the subject.
Never mind.
See you later.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here for today. I wanted to do some combat too, but just can't be bothered today. So, see ya.